I'm a stay-at-home mom, so I took it very seriously, like I had to be everything for them, and didn't really pay attention to what I needed. I was just overwhelmed all the time. I would have different, like my phone, I would have websites open, or like the TV sometimes. And I just didn't realize how much that affected my brain and all the information that I was gathering. Because you don't do anything right. You just do a little bit of this, a little bit of that, and you end up not doing anything at all. I just wanted help. This is my chance to change my life. The multitasking part, you have it in your curriculum. I multitask, I know how to multitask. And that's the main thing that the Center for BrainHealth just helped me with. They believe in the vision, they live it, and you can tell they're healthy individuals that they just want to improve everyone else's life. So I get along with that vision too.
Just think about it. If your brain performs better, you're going to perform better at work. You're going to perform better in your relationships. You're going to perform better in every aspect because, let's face it, the brain really is, it's the central processing unit for everything we do.
For all my life, I've had to deal with learning differences. So those impact the way I learn, the way I socialize with others, and the way I view myself. I like to socialize, but when my social battery runs out, I get very overwhelmed. I kind of think negatively of myself. Why can't you just be like everybody else? So I got the opportunity to be a part of Charisma. You get to practice these skills and strategies in a virtual world, and you have a coach to practice them with. It helped me understand where other people are coming from. My goal this year, one of my many goals this year, is to try to think more outside the box, think more in gray area, and not see things as this or this, but this.
With early onset, it hits families when they're not really expecting it, when you're raising kids, a lot of times at the peak of your career. You get the question a lot, how is Tom doing? And it's a well-meaning question and people are genuinely interested, but it's a super hard question to answer. And the even harder question is, how are you doing? I'm depressed and I'm lonely, especially when you see declines. They're hard to process. The discovery class taught us how to embrace our loved ones and go on.
I'm glad to see everybody there.
We meet every Wednesday at 1 p.m. and Center for BrainHealth provides us a Zoom account to do that. He doesn't have to pretend, he feels comfortable.
Good morning.
And these are Tom's friends.
Mm-hmm.
The Center for BrainHealth really gave us a framework on how to live our life. Superwoman has to be defined differently for me now. And I have to give myself grace.
I was trained as a nurse in Canada, and the business is like a patient because it requires a comprehensive evaluation. We have all these tools that we think are supposed to help us, but really what they're also doing is causing us to be scattered. I've got an email pop up, I've got a phone call, I've got a text. Your brain is trying to say, do I answer this question or do I continue with this conversation? How do we keep up with it all? We don't, and we can't. I think we're just tired. One of the things that the training at the Center of BrainHealth taught me was really the difference between elephants and rabbits. Elephants being big projects that require attention to be broken down into bite-sized pieces. And I actually have a whiteboard with the list of my elephant projects on it. And one thing that I try to do in the morning is just to sit and say, okay, what is the one or two things that I need to accomplish today? So every day I try to identify what that is in the morning and then make sure I accomplish that by the end of the day.
How do we get to the point where people see brain performance and brain health the way they saw the fitness revolution in the 60s, 70s, 80s, and where we are today? We've got to figure out a way to make brain performance and brain health sexy to the point where everybody in the country wants to be part of it. This is something that can fundamentally change the brain performance of every American.